militarily, but also full of symbolism. So the fear is that this could trigger a very strong Russian response. We saw yesterday that a residential area of the city of Zaporizhia, a major city in the south of the country, very close to the front lines, was hit. More than a dozen. So.
This is an NBC News special report. Here is Melissa Rayberger.
We have breaking news at this hour.
We interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The National Primary EAS system has issued a National Emergency Action Notification for the continental United States. This station has interrupted its regular program at the request of the U.S. government to participate in the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. The National Primary EAS system has issued a National Emergency Action Notification for the continental United States. This station has interrupted its regular program at the request of the U.S. government to participate in the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test.
The following message is being delivered at the direction of the United States government. This is an attack warning. I repeat, this is an attack warning. An attack warning indicates that an attack on this country has been identified and that protective measures should be initiated. NORAD has detected the launch of 6 nuclear missiles. It has been verified that these missiles are directed towards the continental United States. This is not a test. It is anticipated that these missiles will be armed with nuclear warheads. Since the targets are unknown at this time, all civilians in the United States are highly encouraged to remain calm and seek underground refuge. Make sure you have enough non-perishable canned meals and drinkable water for the next 14 days. When the threat is past, an all-clear siren will sound. The all-clear siren will sound like an air raid siren. Once the all-clear siren is heard, it is permissible to go outdoors. Do not try to evacuate until you hear the all-clear siren. Radiation levels will be lethal. This broadcast shall deliver authenticated news and information on the situation to the American people in order to maintain transparency. NORAD is putting in a continuous effort to determine the missile's targets. The U.S. National Missile Defense System is currently being deployed to protect the country from incoming missiles. The Russian Federation has launched a nuclear strike against NATO states, triggering NATO Article 5 response. An attack on one is deemed an attack on all. The President of the United States, alongside with NATO allies, has authorized a counterattack comprising the launch of intercontinental ballistic missiles, targeting critical Russian targets. This will paralyze the aggressor, preventing a nuclear retaliatory strike. This is a national emergency. American lives are in danger. Remain calm and seek underground safety as quickly as possible. The United States government is doing all necessary to defend. This is a follow-up to the previously issued National Emergency Action Notification. Potential targets have been identified by NORAD/US Northcom. 6 incoming intercontinental ballistic missiles are expected to strike the United States in about 15 minutes. All citizens residing within 100 miles of military bases, major industrial centers, and key infrastructures such as power plants, dams, and water reservoirs in California, Nebraska, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Texas, and the District of Columbia. If you reside in any of the potential targeted states, seek underground shelter now. This is an attack warning. Seek refuge before countdown ends. It is too late to evacuate. Relocate to a basement or underground room on the ground level of a sturdy building. Stand away from windows, doors, and exterior walls. Make as much space as possible between yourself and the outside world. Carry a battery-powered radio with you to use throughout your stay at the shelter. Do not leave your shelter until it has been deemed safe. You will be exposed to radioactive fallout if you leave. Fallout is a result of nuclear explosions. Sustained exposure can result in illness or death. Keep an eye on local news media for further updates. The President will be addressing on all radio and television.
The great day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man, shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities, and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. 1 Thessalonians 5. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your heart be overcharged with surfeiting, and drunkenness, and cares of this life, and so that may come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all of them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore, and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.